Greetings, sippers, shooters, lovers of liquor, whatever the proof is. Welcome back. It's been a long time. Nate and Morgan, Liquor on the Rock. Last time we did this was...
Oh gosh.
June?
May, June.
If you didn't know, we work at a beautiful, lovely tourist destination of an island / business. So summers are a circus and we can't really
Doing
spend
a lot
any
of free time. Yeah, it's you work sun up, sun down, and then sleep,
then drink.
Eat, repeat.
But we are back. It is a beautiful fall day. Back at the Friday Harbor House behind the bar. We are going to do another one of our accessible flights for you fine people. Tell us what we're featuring.
Sure. So a lot of folks feel that Scotch and getting into it is very expensive, and it definitely can be. You can spend as much as you want on scotches, but you know, if you're just looking to have a nice sipper, or you're going to a friend's house, going to a party, you want to, hey, holidays are coming up, you want to bring a few things along with you, and you don't want to feel like you're breaking the bank by providing something good, or not good, but necessarily like expensive. Top shelf. You can find anybody who's got a Costco or a Trader Joe's in your area. You can pick up some very good liquors that are pretty much made for either one of those retail locations. So we're discussing Trader Joe's today.
Boom!
And we've got 4 scotches that we're going to go over that basically all 4 of them I walked out of Trader Joe's at maybe $80. So starting off,
$80 for the 4?
The whole 4, yeah.
Wah.
Yeah, like 20 there was in the teens. I think at least under $100 for 4 bottles.
Yeah, I've heard they're around 10, 12, depending on which one you get.
I mean,
super affordable.
Trader Joe's is famous for that $2 chuck wine that's highly rated. So
let's get in.
Yeah, we're starting off. We've got a Speyside single malt. It's 8 years old. Now, what these are is that companies like Trader Joe's or Costco with their Kirkland brand will reach out to what's called independent bottlers. So these people don't distill any of their own scotches or liquor. They'll go out to larger distilleries like Macallan or Glenfiddich or even Lefroy, Lagavulin, people like that, and buy barrels off of them that they've got in excess. Like, say Macallan made a giant vat worth of stuff and it's just not quite hitting the flavor profile they want for their normal runs, they'll sell it off to somebody else who will bottle it under a different name or blend it with other things. And so this is the Trader Joe's Speyside single malt 8 year, which
I'm getting a lot of honey and floral notes.
It's a good amount of sherry goes into this as well, but it is very floral.
That's really smooth.
Yeah, it's malty. It's nice, you know, it says it's single malt, so there's no, like, it's not being cut with any grain liquors or grain whiskeys like a blend might be, like Johnny Walker and things like that. So this is all single distiller malt. And yeah, in my head I want to say it's a Macallan. Maybe a, oh gosh, maybe a Glenfiddich or Glenlivet perhaps. I don't know. That has that heavy sherry, yeah.
Sherry, nice gold, caramely, smooth, easy drinker. Usually when you're tasting liquors, that first sip will blast you with the heat of the alcohol. So usually if you're going to taste something, it's going to be on the second or third.
Plus they're bottling them at lower ABVs. Like this is only 40%, so of course so they can get more bottles out of it. The nice thing, honestly, I will say about Costco is that a lot of times they don't cut theirs as much. And they're getting some name brand stuff that they're just putting the Kirkland name on.
That's super drinkable. That's a really easy intro. Bring that to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's a sweeter one.
Start your collection.
Sweeter, it's floral. Won't really turn anybody off. This one is, so yeah, 8 year Speyside. My we've saved my two favorites for the last ones. The ones that I will actually drink and have on hand to just, if I just want a scotch and I don't want to spend or use up the good stuff.
And this is the one you dislike.
This is the one I bought them all, and this one I don't like. This is a Highland single malt whiskey. It is double maturated, so apparently it spent at least part of its life in a rum cask. And if anybody's a big fan of rum, I know Nate really is, you may have noticed that, well, how about this? We'll let him taste it, and we'll see if he picks up what I'm thinking about. It smells nice. I really like the smell. I'll give it that.
It smells kind of like a pisco or like a pot still rum. It's got that kind of funky
sugar.
Funky, like, yeah.
But funk is that operative word for me. I don't know. If you've ever had a lot of like Jamaican rums, there's this kind of dusky, weird funk to them, and that's part of their style, and it goes with the rum. I think they managed to pull the funk out, and it doesn't go with the rest of it, personally. Yeah. It's thin, but it's still, I don't know. It's
kind of like
spicy.
It's kind of like drinking a bouncy ball. It's like round and slightly rubbery and not much. Like, there's not much nuance to it. It's just kind of a big hunk of something that's not quite what you want in your mouth.
It's thin.
A ball gag.
It well, depends on what you're into. It's a thinner one. The flavor doesn't last long, and what flavor is there doesn't really grab me as something super enjoyable.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm not really getting much oak or vanilla. They say they're talking a lot about the aroma.
Yeah, not the flavor.
Yeah,
which is peppery. It's a little bit rubber. It's kind of musty, dry.
A little bit of fruit.
Not super loving it, to be honest with you.
I don't love it myself, but I don't hate it.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably start cooking with it.
I'm not mad at that at all. TJ's Flights.
All right. So this is my current, like, just favorite little Trader Joe's sipper when I don't want something peated. So it's a Highland single malt. It's 10 years old. I like this one. I think it's got some good spicy notes, some good honey notes. It's while the lower, I believe it's also 40%. Yep, also 40%. It doesn't taste super thin. Also, it's been a lot of fun for me to use it. I've been trying to do my own blends, and so I'll use it as part of one of like the base spirits and things like that, blending kind of lower cost scotches to play with it.
Smells like a good backbone for a blend.
Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of that kind of light citrus, almost like Monkey Shoulder has.
Yeah.
It makes me want to think that it came from Glenfiddich, Balvenie, where Monkey Shoulder, Glenkeechee came from, but I'm not 100%.
That one's nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's still thin, but it's got a linger. It's got a spice that kind of lingers around.
It's got a spice on the front instead of, it's like that. The last one was just like,
yeah.
This one's kind of like,
and so yeah, I'll take this and I'll pick up Famous Grouse, their Naked Grouse, which is heavily Macallan sherried. Kind of start blending that. Our fourth and final one, I'll toss a little bit of that in because our fourth one's peated, and it's just kind of play with it. It's kind of fun.
Yeah,
pick up some cheap stuff and you can play with it.
So far, I like that 8. I like that 8 better. This one's all right. It's just, I think thin's a good word for it.
I think I like the 8. For me, I think that the sherry sweetness is a little dominating, which I appreciate on occasion.
Yeah.
Like, I really like that Famous Grouse, Naked Grouse, which came a lot from Macallan and Cass there.
Finlagen.
Yeah, so all of these have come from different independent bottlers. This one actually is owned by William Grant and Sons, who are the people who own Glenfiddich and yes. I'm trying to remember, I always get Glenfiddich and Glenlivet mixed up when I'm talking about them.
Lots of Glens out there.
But this one's got some peat in it, and I'm not sure where it came from. It's hard to
Ooh.
track down any of these.
It's got some peat in
Yeah,
it.
it's kind of a meaty peat, and which makes me think of something like an Ardbeg, though it could, like Lafroig has released that their Select, which is kind of their lower cost before the 10-year. Makes me think a lot of this came from before the Select. Like this is give it a little bit more time and blending, and this could become the Select, the low brand.
Yeah, tons of peat on the nose, at least compared to the other ones.
But yeah, it's a woody,
Woody,
yeah,
foresty, herby, forest floor. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I tend to go through this one a lot. I always tend to have a bottle around.
That's a good. Yeah, that's. But you and I both
Yeah.
tend towards the old smoke and the peat.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, as
nice,
much
man.
as I will pour out a Lagavulin every now and then, like those are almost $100 a bottle.
Expensive pours.
Even with Costco at like 88 is the cheapest I can get it with all tax and everything included. If that thing is rounding 20,
Oh,
yeah,
sold every day.
yeah.
And you just told me that the Lagavulin or what was it, the Game of Thrones one just won.
Yeah. So funny enough, we were doing. If you may have watched other channels, we did. The Lagavulin was the one that they did for the Lannister, and it's a 9-year, and it just won a gold medal for like a special edition at the San Francisco Wine and Spirit Show, which is a big one. So, but we'll have to bring that up again and do like a taste range with Lagavulin, as you know, or if you're a fan of Parks and Rec, they you may know they're releasing an 11-year-old one to go with Nick Offerman. So we'll have to
Swanson edition. Maybe Daddy will spring for the old $160 and bring it in for us. Depends on how my Christmas goes.
Does Santa bring alcohol?
Hey, Santa brings whatever you ask for if you're a good boy. That's a nice flight, man. Those are easy, and if all of those are around 10, 12, even 15, it's you could bring 4 bottles to your dinner and be a superstar.
They're all hovering in the low 20s, and I got one of them on sale, the rum one, for under 20, I believe. Now I know why it's on sale.
If it's me, it's these two.
Yeah.
Finlagen for the peat and the smoke, and then the 8-year for something easy, accessible to sip on, probably with a big ice cube on this one, just to round out some of that sweet.
Pick both of them up and start blending them. See where you find that sweet spot between the sherry sweetness and then a little bit of the smoke there. So
yeah, we should do a home blend video soon, because I know that both of us have played around with that, and we got that little barrel sitting still. So
oh yeah, we've got a barrel, a little mini barrel that Nate stuck some proper 12 in. And after
rounds of Scotch, a blend, some rye, a bunch of sherry, so we got a nice patina of flavors.
It is definitely improved proper 12. I'm sorry, Connor, but yeah.
It's true. It's all true.
Release an older age statement one, and maybe we'll talk.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell your friends. Go to Trader Joe's. Pick up some fine booze.
Have a good one.
Adios.